Good day and what is up, moneymakers? Before we hop into today's video, I'm going to give you all a brief channel update. If you are only here for the content, which is absolutely fine, I'll leave a timestamp in the description below, which will skip straight to the content. As for the update, the first thing I would like to say is thank you very much to my old and new subscribers. We are at 173 subs and growing. The second thing I would like to say is the reason for the lack of videos in the past few months was due to it being my senior semester at college, and I primarily wanted to focus on getting my degree and achieving a high GPA. During this period, I wasn't even making option moves. I was simply letting my portfolio appreciate in value from my long-term assets. I am proud to say that I did in fact earn my Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences with a minor in infection control from a great university. I graduated roughly a month ago and began searching for a job immediately. I am also extremely proud and honored to say that I have landed a great job. While I won't go into specific details, I will tell you that I will be combating the current pandemic in the health field. Now that my schedule isn't all over the place and will have a bit more order to it, I will be using my free time to continue creating informative and helpful content for everyone. I thank you all for listening to the update, supporting the channel, and supporting our community. You may or may not have noticed one of Robinhood's newest features, IPO Access. This feature launched about a month ago, and you might be asking yourself, what even is an IPO? An IPO is an acronym for Initial Public Offering. An initial public offering is the process of offering shares of a private corporation to the public via new stock issuance. An example of this would be a private corporation offering corporate stock benefits via shares of the corporation, which is only obtainable by being an employee, executive, or private investors. Private investors typically include family, friends, former business colleagues, or venture capitalists. This private company would then transition to a public corporation where the previously exclusive benefits are now available to the general public. You may be asking, why do companies go public in the first place? And there are a few reasons we can quickly cover. One reason is that an IPO can raise money through public investing, which if it goes well, can provide the corporation a significant boost of capital. Another reason is that during this transition, those who own shares of the corporation while it was still private will typically earn a share premium and big gains if all goes well. Now that you know what an IPO is, let's hop onto the Robinhood app and check out the IPO Access feature. When you open the Robinhood app on your mobile device, you simply select the search tab. For me, it pops up right here without having to look up anything. If this isn't the case for you, simply type in IPO Access in the search bar. If you aren't seeing this feature, you may still be on the waitlist. Once we click on IPO Access, we are shown this screen which has two different categories we can choose from. The In-Flight tab shows upcoming IPOs, and the Launch tab shows IPOs which have already been made available to the public on Robinhood. Clicking on the Launched IPOs will show you how the stock performed on the day of the IPO, the date of the IPO, the all-time change in price of the stock, the price of the IPO, and the current stock price. By clicking on the In-Flight tab, we are given some different options. We can request shares, but before we do that, we are definitely going to want to look at the company information as well as the prospectus. An IPO is not guaranteed to take off and go green. Therefore, we want to make sure that we are fully educated in the company before investing. While I won't be going over the prospectus today, this is a rather large document and is extremely important to read when considering investments for an IPO, so please make sure you do not ignore this document. If you are confident in the company behind the IPO, then hit the Request Shares button. Please note that this is just an example and I will not be purchasing into this IPO. Robinhood briefly explains allocation after selecting this option. Allocation of the IPO stock is only affected by investor demand and the total quantity of shares available. Your chances of being allocated IPO stock are not affected by the amount of stock in your order, account age, account value, or gold status. So by all means, if you want 500 shares of an IPO company, Don't reduce your quantity thinking that it will increase your odds of having your order filled. Remember, there is a limited quantity. Now that we know all of this, let's hit Start Request. Now you can place your number of shares. As far as pricing goes, we can either select Price Range or Name Your Price. If we select the price range option, the price will autofill. This number is determined by adding a 20% buffer to the highest price in the IPO price range. This price will represent the potential maximum share cost you will have to pay. The Name Your Price option is exactly how it sounds. You enter the maximum amount you would like to spend on the IPO per share. The Name Your Price order is similar to the limit order. If you would like to see a video of limit orders and the other types of Robinhood market and conditional orders explained, I'll leave a link in the description to one of our videos which explains that. Once you've determined a price, simply review your order and submit your request for shares. If you are lucky, you will end up with a stock offered at the IPO price. And that's really all there is to it. If you enjoyed today's video, please feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, or subscribe. Also, feel welcome to join our free Discord server or check out our Patreon page to support the community. And as always, have a great day.